Hello and welcome to the 1st of May and happy Mania! My name is Cat Talks and this is the place where I talk mostly about cross-stitch. And this is a piece I'm working on for my dad, for a friend of his who built a cottage, or has moved into this cottage, I guess. And then this piece is my Mania piece. So if you didn't watch my Mania video, my plan is to work on this for 50 stitches a day and then to work on my Mania project, which changes roughly every 2 to 3 days. So this is the project for today. It is Peaceful Stream by Dimensions. And this is what the finished piece will look like. So as you can see, I'm about halfway through the top half, or a quarter of the way through the piece. And I'm going to be working on finishing off this top right tree and maybe even some of the house today, in the next couple days. Today would be a miracle, but it's so gorgeous. And this one, like I said, 50 stitches a day, just trying to finish off this block. Eventually, maybe by the end of May, maybe by the end of June. But whenever it's done, and I'll be happy because this is a lot of brown and grey. Just a lot of brown and grey colours. Yeah, I'm really happy that you guys are here. I hope that you enjoy the vlog and I will update you in a couple days. Good morning. So this is how far I am on the morning of May the 4th, 2024. I added quite a little bit here, but quite a lot here. And technically I'm supposed to, and I also added these greens, like this real big stretch, I think. I remember counting this to make sure I was in the right place. Because I didn't manage to stitch yesterday at all, I am going to sneak in an hour of today to work on this before I swap to Puerto Rico. Because it's my Mania and I can do whatever I want. This is actually the threads for Puerto Rico in this little box here. But yes, I'll do an extra hour and then I'll do my 50 stitches on my cottage. And then I will come to this one and work on this one. So that is my plan for today. I also need to read 100 Years of Solitude. I am 3/4 of the way through, but the library wants it back on Monday. And it's Saturday today. So I have a lot of reading to do today and tomorrow. But today is a rest day. Yesterday I did Pilates and I went on a run. And then after all of that, I went to Spanish class, which was very intense. So today I'm really resting up, cross-stitching, reading, doing whatever I want, drinking a cup of tea, and absolutely not exercising today. But yeah. Unfortunately, my hubris this morning in wanting to continue to stitch this piece has struck back because all of these stitches are in the wrong place and have to be ripped out and possibly restitched because I marked my chart with them being stitched, and if I don't restitch them, it will be hell to pay. And I discovered it because these two stitches should match up with these two stitches here, and they do not. I should be more careful with my scissors, I don't want to break the fabric. But yes, so I need to unstitch and restitch this section, probably, ew, got fluff on me. Probably also by having to start a new thread in this colour, which is okay because there's a lot of this colour to go around. And then, finally, I will be able to say that I've stitched the tree and put it away until next year. No, I hope not. I hope I will continue working on this piece. But anyway, I will show you when I've and restitched it, how far I get. I've got another half hour before my stolen hour is up, and then I will go back to my commission piece. And here we have the final result from my stitching. So I'll pop, hopefully, a picture of where it was at the start of these 3 days in the bottom right. I've had a blast on working on this one, as I always do. I've added a lot of pretty much all of this here, I think. So I'm really, really happy with my progress. I wish I could keep working on it. I mean, it could. It's a free country, right? But I'm not going to, because I'm sure I will think the same about the other pieces. Gosh, that house just looks incredible. But I will hopefully, I mean, there's one of the things I love about Mania is that you're pulling out projects that you haven't seen for a while, or at least the way I do Mania, right? Like, not that start a new project every day, but you're pulling out projects that you haven't seen in a really long time and you kind of refinding your love for them. And yeah, I really love that about Mania, so. Really happy I got the chance to work on this piece again. I'm going to put it away now and do 100 stitches on my commission piece because I didn't get my 50 stitches done yesterday. Do some reading, do some Spanish practice, and maybe also have breakfast. So I actually started stitching on this piece without letting you know. But just this blue, everything from this line in this light blue, I think was added today. So I'm going to keep stitching with this light blue. I'm only working on this one day, so you won't see too much progress, but hopefully I will at least get the light blue finished and maybe the orange in this 20 along. Just how I've been working this. So it's now Sunday, and as you can see, I did manage to finish off the light blue, but I barely got started on the orange. I think I did 2 strands. And unfortunately, it is time to put this piece away and move on to the top left corner of Sisters. Their faces are here, but they are covered up by the fact that I wanted to tuck and magnetize this away. So I'm going to put Puerto Rico away for now, even though I'm very behind on my goals, and move on to Sisters. And maybe it'll get another day later on, we'll see. Woo! All right, so it is the end of Monday. I managed to stitch around, I think, 600 stitches today and yesterday, though they are half stitches, but you can really tell the difference here that I have managed to fill in a lot of this kind of dark purple, this grey, I think. One of the colours here. It's looking really good. This, I think, here is the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here is the page. I think I could probably fit in this page this year. It is a lot of work. It's a surprising amount of work considering it's half stitch. But it does look really good. It does look like a mottled, slightly rotten graveyard wall. So very happy about that. Very happy with this. And some of this is just black. I was actually looking at the colours, and like all of this in between them is one colour of like white or off-white. So that's going to be easy when I hit that. But until that point, it is quite a lot of confetti. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not really confetti. As you can see, it's like blotches of colour. So you'll get like maybe 10 together. I mean, this purple was so easy to stitch. But yeah, I'm going to be putting this away now because it's the end of its time with us and swapping over to Royal Holiday. And I didn't do any of my 50 stitches on my commission piece today. Can't win them all, team. I was too busy stitching on this one. And here is Royal Holiday. I have about 5 photocopies of this chart in various places. This is the one I'm going to be using. Sneak, 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 sneak. Because I could not figure out how to... It's huge. It's huge. And I could not figure out how to make a good copy of it. So right now I've chosen, I think, this side of the chart to work on. I'm fairly sure. Yeah, I'm fairly sure it is. I'll probably work on... Whoops, I just threw my scissors at the fabric. This part in between the two brown ribbons, and then maybe also the brown ribbon. I only have this though for 3 work days. So today, tomorrow, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then I will put her away. So we'll see how much I can do. But I think kind of centering it on this band of red will give me a lot of block colors. Where is it? Here. Will give me a lot of block colors to work with. I haven't worked on this one for ages. I feel like I should move up, but my photocopy is very much, all like 10 sheets of A4 photocopy are from the mid down. So instead of going mad and trying to once again photocopy it, I did consider trying to work up to the candle, because then at least I would have, something to know which way up this thing goes. But I have decided to be a good girl and just work in this red for now. And then if I do pick her up again in like November, December time, I'll maybe try and like do some glove or the candle. But for now, I want to keep it easy. I've had a headache for like 4 days now, and I don't want to worry about it. So yeah, let's see how I do. Hello everyone, it is Friday, so technically I'm swapping to the Unicorn Valley today. This small part up here and along here is all I managed to get done. I was actually thinking of extending this and stitching on this yet another day, but I figured if this was all I managed to get done, and this was mostly on Tuesday because I was off sick, then maybe that just means I'm not that into this. And so I will probably actually swap to Unicorn Valley today, but we will see. I'm finding it really, really difficult to stitch lately. A new season of the video game I play came out, which is one reason. And the other reason is that every time I wash my hands, Truba thinks, that's the dog, that I'm sitting, he thinks it's time to be pet. So I never have clean hands. It's driving me insane. However, I will pop this away, or I maybe possibly will put finish this thread off or something, and then I will swap to my Unicorn Valley full coverage, which means I need to charge my phone. Not this phone, my other old phone. I think I have it here. It's smushed. It's been smushed. It's a loved phone, pre-loved. But this is where all of my full coverage patterns live, so I should charge it and, oops. So I should charge it and, yeah, get stitching again, I guess. Clearly, I lied to us both, because since we had that chat, I added all of this grey, green, and this red here, so... However, now I'm going to put it away, I think. But it does look really good now, so... Maybe next time, I hope I will hit the... Whoops. Hit the cloak here. No, very probably not. Very probably the next time will just be this brown ribbon here. I realised that they're the brown ribbons. I thought it was red ribbons for some reason, but no, it's brown ribbons on a red cloak. All right, I'm gonna go walk the dog. So this is where we're starting on Friday night. I don't know what my plan is. I don't know whether I'm gonna work through these threads or whether I'm gonna finish off this page. I have no idea, so let's find out. I'm just gonna stitch what my heart tells me. And at some point I need to give this dog his goodnight bone, because he's very sad about it. But he's going to the kitchen purposefully. Now he's gonna turn around and stare at me, I think. But yeah, I don't know, I just gave him a sweet potato, so he does not need a goodnight bone. I'm watching a very old video by Jen M. Bowman, which is her Dimensions stash. It's one of my comfort floss tubes. This is a very old Diet Coke from 2 days ago, I think. Oh yeah, I got a keyboard. I don't think I told you guys. I got a keyboard. I've played it maybe 5 times since I got it, but my intention is to play it every other day. I'm not sure if I will, but that is my intention. So I'm gonna get stitching, and I will check in with you at the end of tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is supposed to be the last day I work on this, but I might give it one extra day just because, first of all, I stole this for Royal Holiday, and also because tomorrow isn't really a rest day because I have the dog. All right, so this is how far I got. As you can see, there's still some bits and pieces ready to be cut off, but I added around 600 stitches, I think, in the 2 days, which is really impressive, especially since I had a headache yesterday and had to wait until that was over, or at least getting better, before I could stitch. Because somebody barks a lot. But yes, I'm going to put this away. I'm not going to make the same mistake again and say oh, I'll just finish this thread that's on the needle. And then, it's the next day. And I've stitched another 400 stitches into this piece and not picked up my next piece. So I will take this out of the hoop and show you what it looks like as one, because I think when it's like this, it's kind of hard to tell what the picture is. And then I will hoop up Stormy Lighthouse and edit this vlog so far. Not stitch, just edit. Alright, so here is the full tree. This is where the page ends. Oop. And I think about here. So I've got a lot of way to go before I finish that page. But this is what it looks like. And you can see there is a little bit of a crease where I had the nudge, but I, just here, but not here. So I think that'll drop out in time. And here is the sad remnant, or the sad beginnings of Stormy Lighthouse. I fell in love with this piece when I saw it, so fingers crossed that I will enjoy stitching on it this time. I don't really like the permanent fabrics, and it's not a very interesting stitch, it's just swirly blue for the most part. So here is what it will look like. Like I said, mostly swirly blue. But I think I will probably start off finishing these threads and then maybe do just the red hat of the lighthouse or something. I don't know, we'll see. So as you can see, I finished off 2 of the threads that were parked down here, started this one, and then noticed that all of these stitches are in the completely wrong place. They're one too far down. So I'm going to be ripping once again in this Mania, but at least I got this kind of greyish black done, and this tiny bit of blue. And now I'm going to be ripping out all of this so that I can restitch it 1 stitch up. Yay! Hi, it's the second Sunday of Mania, so I thought I would check in with my face and just let you know how it's going for me, how I'm enjoying it or not, any pieces, you know, that kind of thing, like a little recap. So far I've worked on 6 pieces, I think 6 pieces, maybe 7, and actually I've really been enjoying the switching around of projects. It gives me a lot of exposure to different techniques, 1/1 on 32 count half stitch, 2/1 on 25, 2/2 on 16 and 18, 2/1 obviously on Ada, 16 count. Like, it's been really good, and I feel like I'm getting a lot more stitching in because I know I only have those 2 days to work on a project, especially if it's a project I really like. And also just getting started on some projects where I wasn't sure I liked them really helped. So I'm really enjoying project switching. I'm not sure that it's something I will do long term, but I am enjoying it this time around. I obviously love working on all of them, most of them. I think the only one that I'm struggling with or have struggled with was Stormy Lighthouse, which is the one which is the one I'm stitching today and tomorrow. But that's just because it's very swirly and blue. I think I said that already. The dog has gone back home now, so from now on it is smooth sailing. I'm going on a hike in a week on Saturday, which should be lots of fun. And actually, I've also recently changed my diet to include a lot more fruits and vegetables than I normally get. So if in the next 2 weeks either I get super, super happy and energetic or super, super tired, you know it's the vegetables. I also hurt myself vacuuming. So as soon as the dog went away, I vacuumed and I trapped my thumb. You see that little extra red line? Yeah, in the vacuum cleaner. Like when I was putting it together, not while I was vacuuming, but when I was putting things together. So sad times there. But it is really nice to have the house back to myself again. And I'm going to get some stitching in between the cleaning because I want to clean everything because everything has dog hair on it right now. All of my pieces have dog hair on. The keyboard has dog hair on. But I do want to clean and feel like it's my own home again as well. It's very warm here today. It's about 24 outside, I think. And I did go out with the dog and really enjoy it. And so I might go out again, but I also might not. I have quite a lot of cleaning to do in this house. And it's Mother's Day in the US, so happy Mother's Day to any mothers, although I guess it will be 3 weeks after when you actually watch this, but still. I think it's in the US and a few European countries. So anyway, if you have had a Mother's Day recently near you and you have or are a mother, happy Mother's Day. That's it really, just wanted to show you my face. Still exists, still have one. I'm wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt. Actually, this is my favourite water bottle. I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This is so good. It's my 2 favourite colours in the world. And I drink so much. I mean, I've always drunk a lot of water. I am a hydration queen. I drink water, Diet Coke and tea. And I probably have like double the minimum required water or whatever that's supposed to be good for you. Just water, not including the tea. Not including the Diet Coke. But I just really enjoy the straw because you don't have to like upend the bottle to drink, which is most bottles. You just... And then also it has this really handy lid. Clasp. And then it won't leak. So good. So good. Anyway, that is it from my face. I will get back to stitching and, licking my fake wounds. It has been restitched. I also added 2 more threads to this side, so now that we have a shape of a lighthouse there. But the main thing is that this is no longer a lie on my chart. Where it is highlighted is indeed where it is stitched. I'm not sure whether I'm going to finish up this thread on the bottom, which is pretty much the same color as the fabric, or move on, but I guess I could finish it up. It doesn't really matter. I'm probably not going to reach the top right corner, which is about here, I think. I would have to stitch 300 more stitches in 2 days. I mean, it is possible. I'm just not sure that it's possible for me. But what I might do is try and hit the right hand side edge, which should be about here, which would only be about 100 stitches maybe, depending on which color I choose. And then once I hit that edge, it's going to be a lot easier to stitch from then on, I think. So maybe I will do that. But it's looking good. Ta-da! So I added these stitches, and I'm fairly sure I counted correctly, but who knows? We must hope for the best in this case. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna swap over to a different project now, but I wanted to show you obviously the difference between this project where it started and where it ended, and I'm so excited that I finally got to a corner. And here we have my next Mania piece. This is what I call Allotment. It is from a magazine. I believe it's the World of Cross Stitching. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to drop it. Does it say on the chart anywhere? Yes, the World of Cross Stitching, if you can read that. There we go. It doesn't say which one anywhere that I can see. But yeah, so this is from the World of Cross Stitching. It's a lovely allotment scene, very block colours, very similar actually to the Puerto Rico piece. And I would like to finish this year. Obviously, I'm only working on this today, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this month. And of those 3 days, I am working in the office all 3. And I've had plans after work. So today I went to the library, I went to the planetarium, and I went to buy boxing gloves, which are very different hobbies. So I know that, you know, this piece isn't going to get much attention this month, but I really hope to finish it this year. So let's put some effort in, people. And here we are. So I managed to add a lot of this light green, bringing it all the way down from up here, just to give me something to work off of. And I only did that one color, but I think it gives me a really good starting point for next time, because I can, you know, fill in the brown here, fill in the path that's coming through here, or some of the vines. There's vines here as well. So I'm not disappointed. I knew I wouldn't get much stitching on this because, like I said, it was 3 days. I was in the office every single one of those days, and then I also had after work plans. But I think it looks really good. So now I'm gonna move on to back to Puerto Rico. Hello, my dears. I am exhausted. It's 9:30 p.m. on Sunday. This is how far I got on Saturday before I stopped stitching and started playing computer games. Actually, yesterday was Saturday, and I went on a hike, a long cycle ride, and then a short walk, and then a long cycle ride home again. So technically, I didn't do that much stitching. And I haven't done any today yet. So today I'm swapping to Slytherin. I was actually lying in bed thinking maybe I'll just go to bed. But what I think I'll do instead is put in a strand, or at least 2 stitches on Slytherin, so that tomorrow, hopefully, I will have some time to work on it, even though I'm working tomorrow, because it's Monday. But yeah, so this is how far I got on Puerto Rico. I'm working on this again next weekend, so I don't have to worry, even though I have definitely not hit my target. So my target was 60%, which I don't think I'm anywhere near. You can tell I'm tired because I got it out and I just started stitching away. I didn't even film the starting point. So here's the starting point. I added like these 8 stitches or something in purple. So I really want to work in these parked threads, but this one is only 4 stitches and then it starts again down here, and the same for this one. So I'd like to be able to count down using stitches where possible, just to make sure I parked in the right place, because it was a long time ago that I worked on this project. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to work down and see what I can do. Good morning. So this is how far I got with Slytherin. I did roughly 100 stitches both days, so 200 stitches in total. Oh, sorry, I did roughly 200 stitches in total. I did 30 stitches on the first day and 200 on the second. I did manage to hit the bottom left corner. I did manage to hit the bottom left corner of the piece, which is very exciting. And just kind of worked my way down in the silver and purple, and then picked up one grey to continue on the snake here. I am not enjoying the black Ada, let's put it like that. But such is life, it really pops. So I suppose it might be worth it. And here is my start on Innocent Guardian. Here she is. Oops, the needle minder's covering up the fawn. There we go. So here's what she will look like when she's finished. And I'm just going to continue working up in the fawn, up in the sleeves, until I can maybe hit her face, but probably not today or tomorrow, because again, they're work days. And this is how far I got in 2 work days. So I added some hair here and a tiny bit more of the ear. And I also finished off the hands. And she has a nose, but you can't really see it. Here, there we go. So my plan is to continue very slowly filling out the fawn, filling out the hair, and maybe even the face before moving on to the wings, which are huge. And to be fair, the dress is also huge. So lots more block stitching in these areas and this area than there is in this area, which is the focal piece, which is probably why it's taking me so long. Also, you know, I've only had like 2 hours of stitching on her. Tomorrow I will be working on Pandemic, so I'm going to get that out and pop it in a frame and show you my starting point. And here is my starting point on Pandemic. This is what it will look like when it's finished. So as you can see, I've got a very small amount stitched. This is stitched with overdyes from Mrs. Seda Silk over in Spain. They are in silks, of course, and I will be working on this Thursday and Friday of this week, which are both work days. So we'll see how much I manage to get done. This piece is very easy to stitch though, because it is all one colour, as you can see, except for a very few love hearts, which I pull out in orange. So it should be really fun to stitch, really quick and easy. And let's see. Don't stitch late at night, gang. All of this needs to come out. Sad times. Hello everyone, it's the last day of May, which is the end of Mania. Since we talked, I haven't stitched that much. I've been super busy, so I didn't get to start on the Deadly Aquarium. But that's fine, because I was looking today at fabrics and I don't like any of the fabrics that I have for it, so I'm going to leave that for now. But this is how far I got on Pandemic. Putting the picture on the left there, where I started, and I'm really happy with my progress. I would have liked to finish this top medallion with the 2 birds, but maybe next time. I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch on now, but I'm really happy that I touched all of my Mania pieces from previous years, and I'm really tired because it is midnight, so I'm going to head to bed. Thank you so much for watching and keeping me company this month, and I hope that you have an absolute blast in June. Ta-ta for now!